So this is, of course, called the Soffer Longevity Podcast,
Yes.
and creatine for longevity should be mentioned. We know there's a short-term benefit to creatine. The long-term benefit has not been studied. The short-term benefit has been studied. So for longevity, it gets a little controversial, but we have to remember the three major impacts to longevity. So number one, cardiovascular. Number two, cancer. Number three, the neurodegenerative problems. So in those three things, if taken over a longer period of time, they seem to be beneficial. Longevity benefits aren't clear. They aren't clear on almost anything other than certain suggestions. So I don't know that they're there for longevity, but what do you think?
Well, I think that, if you are getting the benefit from it, especially like preserving your muscle mass and everything, then yes, as you get older, it seems like it should benefit.
Right. Preserving your muscle mass if you're doing resistance exercise.
If you're doing resistance training,
if you're not doing resistance exercise, it's
not as
probably
as
expensive urine.
Yes, it's not as effective. But then you have,
the
cognitive
potential benefits,
yes.
Which again, don't know the long-term benefits. It's very suggestive, and more than anything, the safety profile is super high. So it's one of those things I don't mind people trying. It's not for everybody. It should be under a longevity doctor's oversight because everything has reactions to other things, and having your trainer give it to you is probably not the way to do it. Nothing wrong with trainers, but I think that there should be someone with a medical degree that makes sure that it doesn't have a reaction, because everything reacts. Like, for instance, if you're on, I'm going to say a medication that reacts to everything, say Coumadin. It could change your Coumadin levels. It could change fish oil, for instance, acts as an antiplatelet.
Yes.
People give fish oils all the time, and they come in and they're bleeding, and they're like, why am I bleeding? It turns out that their trainer told them to take a fish oil, and we see this a lot.
And also some older adults do have chronic kidney disease, and so in that case you would have to be careful with the dose because they already have kidney disease.
Yeah. So bottom line is, get with a functional medicine sort of specialist, get with someone who does this, for a living, and I think they would benefit the most.
Yes.